What's going on, silencers, and welcome to channel update. Early, what is the second quarter, 2024, and I decided to put this together, kind of spur of the moment. Actually, that's not entirely true. I've been thinking about this for a very long time, and it occurs to me that there are questions that you may have that I feel like I can answer. And so, without any further ado, let's jump right into it. Now, as of right this second, it looks like I am sitting at 3,047 subscribers. Thank you, each and every one of you. Really, it means the world to me. Um, and I had lofty goals and dreams and all that stuff of what I wanted to do and mile markers that I wanted to hit, and I've decided to change up one of those mile markers. In particular, I would say that it's about time we be properly introduced. Good evening, silencers. At least it's evening where I am. Um, I figured, what the hell? It's about time that you see what I look like. And honestly, this is what I look like most of the time, most of the day, that is to say. I spend hours and hours and hours inside of this thing, welding for the most part, sometimes swearing. Okay, lots of swearing. I'm a welder. I can make a 24-word sentence with 25 four-letter words. But I know this isn't exactly what any of you were looking for. So, just remember the first rule of welding: don't look at the arc. 3, 2, 1. I honestly didn't think that thing was plugged in. Anyway, it is nice to finally meet you all. This is the ugly mug behind the voice, the attitude, and the stupidity of the last, it's been 3 years now? 2 years? Hold on. How long has it been? My first video was July 14th, 2022, which puts us encroaching upon 3 years. Or fucking 2 years. Sorry, I don't know how to do math that doesn't involve a tape measure anymore. Or voltage or amperage, because that's pretty much what I do all fucking day. Anyway, hi. I would say long time no see. Long time no say. Ooh, I'm finding lots of non-solutions to my English problem today. It's very nice to meet you. And I decided to do this now because it occurs to me that the whole reason I was doing what I was doing, that I wasn't showing my face, was because I was scared. I mean, who isn't scared? The whole reason that I wasn't showing my face, and the um the reason that I used to justify it to myself, was that if this didn't take off, if this didn't turn into anything, I could just fade into nothing. Like, you wouldn't have a face to the failure, that kind of stuff. But we've been very successful so far, and it's been because of each and every one of you. So I much appreciate it. Beyond the telling of it, the fact that there's even one person who watches any of my videos means the world to me. And there are a lot of people who watch my videos. Well, that's not entirely true. I have a lot of subscribers, but y'all are a varied lot, so it's hit or miss whether or not a video is going to get some views. That being said, I'm improving, or at least I hope I'm improving. as often as I can upload a video. But geez, where to begin? Um, this is my real voice. Um, I'm only using a noise cancellation filter right now, so no voice effects, no nothing like that. Yes, I can do some voices with or without help, and sometimes my precious. I do. I use them. I have accents and all that stuff. All that's me. I mean, I use voice mod. Voice mod is the program. Um, I use voice mod primarily just to um, clear the background noise, but I use some of the voice effects too, as you guys are well aware. Some of them are active, like the astronaut voice effects, helmets, things like that. I like to use those. And some of them are like post effects. That's what they're called when you put them to the audio track afterwards. But in order to make sure that that works, I use a voice clearer. It just makes sure that the bass and treble are real crisp so that I can do a lot of effects afterwards. Makes it really nice because I do have a microphone that will pick up absolutely fucking everything. In fact, you might be hearing some vehicles in the background because I have my noise cancellation turned way down so that there's no. I'm not trying to hide a voice that sounds like this behind videos or anything like that. This is, you get what you get. Now, I will say, earlier, I was in my welding hood. That's this bad boy. Absolutely love it. It's like Iron Man. It's also got a full grind shield. Like my favorite thing. I also have my old piece of shit welding hood. And that would be this thing. It serves its purpose. I didn't go blind. It's not exactly what they say you're going to go blind for as a guy anyway, but whatever. Let's see. Where do I begin? What the hell do I say? I wasn't really expecting to jump into this. This is a channel update, more or less. I think podcasts are going to start taking this form. I'll put graphics and stuff up on the screen, or at least I hope to. I want to be doing more podcasts and discussing things with people and whatnot. But it's actually more difficult to put together a podcast without your face than it is to put together a podcast with your face. I mean, ugly mug like mine, probably not what you want to look at for a while. Oh, stop, you damn. My camera has a mind of its own, and I really wish I was joking. It will track me if I put my hand up. Yes, there's a way to disable that. I'm just too lazy. And it is actually useful at times. But let's look at. There we go. All right, so before you is my ugly mug. I wanted to show you my desk as well. I know that there's been some questions about what I have going on my desk. So this is my desktop. My keyboard, which by the way, I can't see most of the dust that you can see right now because the camera is enhancing it. I just cleaned this thing. Tony Kaku. This is my keyboard. I enjoy the Razer architecture now that they've gotten their heads out of their asses and they fixed their Synapse program. There was about 2 years between me getting the first keypad that I have, which is over here. I got this when I originally had an iMac, and it worked great on Synapse 2. And then Synapse 3 came out, and this corrupted multiple times a week. I would have to redo profiles, and I finally got tired of it because I had I think I had 87 different game profiles built into this thing. As you can tell, I'm a bit of a customization whore. This control pad and this button stopped working really well. So I went ahead and I upgraded. Then I found out that I could have as many of these connected to my computer as I had ports. So this one is primarily for video editing. And if I press that button and you see that light turns green, that's for thumbnail editing. And then I can switch back to video editing. Absolutely love that thing. This is a Kraken V2. No, this is the Tartarus V2, and this is the Tartarus Pro. Now, I got the Pro because it's very quiet. These keys make almost no sound compared to the clicky of this one. It has optical actuated buttons, so it's faster. Anyway, absolutely love the architecture. I also have a Stream Deck. I got this as a control panel. It controls absolutely everything that I do. It has my hard drives available, and I can go over this in much greater detail now that I've revealed my face. I can actually do product reviews and stuff like I wanted to, but I keep it set up for recording, things like that. I absolutely love using it. Now over to the right, I keep a notebook because I very much enjoy the tactile sensation of writing. I am autistic, and it's one of my quirks. I very much like writing. So I keep a notebook handy. This is actually out because right after this, I'm going to embark on the biggest video I have ever done. It's going to take me probably 2 months to actually complete it, and hopefully you guys end up liking it. Anyway, I also have the what the fuck is this? Basilisk V2. It is battery powered, but I like to keep it plugged in mostly because it would die like right in the middle of gaming. It has a sensitivity clutch on it, which is nice. So it slows down my aiming when I'm in the middle of aiming, and blah blah blah. I will definitely put an index of like timestamps for you, and then like I said, back here, I've got my wonderful keyboard. I pretty much reprogram all of the keys all the time. So whenever I say that I've reprogrammed a key, this is what I mainly use to control video games. So I'm basically like this the entire time. If I have keys here active, I'll actually light them up individually, which I can do through the software. And if you're interested in learning how this software works and an actual product review of all of these, I will happily go through each and every one. Now, this is a MIG torch. I actually had mine fry at school, and my teacher said throw it away, and I thought, well, no. So I went ahead and I grabbed it. I can do a little "here's what the fuck I do" video later, but yeah. So it's not actually attached to anything. I intended to clean it up and give it to my kids as a toy, but it's also very heavy, and my daughter likes to hit things. So probably not going to happen. Anyway, my goals for the channel are the same that they have always been. I'm sure a bunch of my subscribers are going to see this and go, he's fucking ugly, and, pop off. And that's fine. At this point, I can't be bothered to care what people think about me. I've learned a lot in the last year, specifically, in the last like 4 or 5 months. Um, I've learned a lot. I've had some paradigm shifts in things that I think, things that I guess you could say believe, feel, that kind of stuff. And I can't control how people react to me. I can only control the way I am. So you want to be offended? Be offended. You think I'm an ugly motherfucker? I'm an ugly motherfucker. I don't care. Um, but yeah, I still want to grow the channel. I still want to keep trying to do daily videos as much as I can. I have to slow down just a little bit. School's getting a little crazy. As you probably guessed, I'm in school for welding. And we're getting back into stick processes for our certifications. So it's very mentally draining. I get up at 6 a.m. No, yes. On school days, I get up at 6 a.m. To be to school by 7. And then I go to school. From school, I immediately go to the fabrication shop that I work in, where I spend all day welding with the moment of creation in my hands. Because that's what the welding arc is. It's plasma and creation. It is the energy of the Big Bang. It also gives you a suntan or a burn in my case. And actually, in my case, lots of burns. I have one major burn here. Actually, you can see it really well on the camera. I have one major burn here. That was the one that I shared on Discord a while ago. That was from a stick project. I didn't even know that I had the burn until I took my shirt off. And likewise, I have 25 spot burns right now up my left arm, and most of them are second degree. And I didn't know I had any of them until I showered. Um, I didn't feel them or anything. Um, and then, I have some stab wounds from a wire wheel. In fact, every time I use a wire wheel, I end up with a wire somewhere in my body. I wear, protective gloves and the face screen and all that stuff, and I still end up. Today, I had 3. I literally was like one right there, and I had one sticking in my shoulder, and I didn't know until I went to adjust my shirt and I realized it was stapled to me. Um, yeah, I really wish I was joking. I actually went like 9.5 hours on Tuesday with that one sticking out of me. And that's with putting my gloves off and on, taking a long sleeve shirt off, putting it back on, coming home, wrestling with my children, and then getting ready to shower to figure out that I had a wire sticking about a centimeter into my arm. I pulled it out, at which point, like it was like it was a freaking cartoon. And I had this wire that was about that long, sticking about halfway into my arm. Didn't even feel it. Pulled it out. Didn't even feel it. Sucks being a redhead sometimes. I will explain that if somebody asks. But yeah, geez, been a hell of 2 years. You guys have been amazing, and I hope that moving forward we can be as open as we are now. That's what my channel is all about. It's about helping people overcome the mental struggles of solitude. Um, Growing up, I dealt with a lot of things. A lot of it was self-imposed, but a lot of it was self-imposed based off of logical factors that I had been exposed to, mainly in the cult I was a part of, um, and things like that. So um, I'm here to help people heal, or at least to help them understand that the damage is there, but so is a foundation for a perfectly healthy and happy life. I don't want anybody to feel like I did. And I mean, hell, the most recently was just, I think it was like 2 weeks ago. Um, I was ready to check out. Um, uh, yeah, and it took an incredibly stupid sentence, like a no duh, not stupid like duh, like no duh. That makes perfect sense. Statement by one of my teachers, no less, to flip the script in my mind. And I mean, I've been in limbo for the past 2 weeks trying to figure some shit out. But I'm in a good place now. And that's weird feeling for me. I can't remember the last time that happened. So I want people to understand we're here to game. We're here to have fun. We're here to escape. But we're also here to heal. That's what my channel is all about. I want people to understand that their struggles are not, they're not alone. You're not Superman. You don't have your fortress of solitude and the weight of the world on your shoulders. You don't have to. I was so into the misconceptions that I had about myself that I was basically constantly mentally flogging uh, my existence uh, constantly. And that's not fair to me. And that's not fair to the people around me. And most importantly, it was completely misguided based off of something I don't I didn't even believe. So um in the very recovered recovering emo words that the lead singer of Citizen Soldier uh, sang. I recently started listening to their music because I was in a dark place, and a lot of their shit is um, honestly in a dark place. Um, I was not the kind to scar my body physically, but in the same way that somebody um, would cut themselves with razor blades, the words and affirmations that I used would do the same thing to my psyche. And so I wear my scars just like tattoos because I'm so fucking proud of what they put me through. And I don't know who's in that place right now who might be struggling, but you're really not alone. Like, you can feel alone, but all you have to do is reach out. You can take my hand, talk to me, or just enjoy a few moments of escapism as we dive into Medieval Dynasty or Sengoku Dynasty or Minecraft or whatever the fuck it is. Enjoy the little things. Stop and smell the roses. Kick a rock as hard as you can. See if you can make it the whole way across the street or into that puddle. I started doing some of these stupid things, and I have smiled more in the last 2 weeks than I think I have in 15 years. It's a weird feeling. It's something I haven't done in a very long time. Not genuinely. I got very good at acting when I was in high school, um, because since I always had to pretend to be someone I wasn't, since I was always trying to be fake, so I wasn't thought of as a freak. Um, I got really good at acting, and I don't have to do that anymore. You don't have to either. This is a safe space. Join my Discord, super safe space. We talk about all kinds of things. It's a very respectful place. We've got wonderful members who, I mean, they come from all walks of life. We have young, old, married, divorced, um, bisexual, transsexual, like you name it. Everyone is welcome. I won't turn anyone away unless you can't respect those around you. That's all I ask. Respect those around you. Be the bigger person. It's fucking hard. But be the bigger person. You'd be surprised at how much better the world will appear to you if you just stop and smell the roses. Do the little things. Enjoy the little things. But I will not keep you any longer. I could go on for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. Especially considering right now I'm properly medicated for my ADHD. So I should probably do something productive with that energy. So silencers, join up on my Discord. Realize you're not alone. Reach out. I don't care what it is. I don't care if your dog died and you just want to talk to somebody. I don't care if your dad never showed up after getting milk and you just want somebody to listen. I'm here and I'm happy to help. But also, I need to know what you guys want to see. I absolutely love when you guys give me thoughts, ideas, and direction. It helps because I have so many ideas in my head that sometimes they don't come to fruition. I can't tell you how many freaking RimWorld series I've started. I think you guys have seen one, maybe two, and that's it. I think I have a backlog of like 40. If I'm, yeah, it's probably about 40. Anyway, I won't keep you any longer. Thank you very much for watching and liking. Once again, it is very nice to finally meet you. And I'll see you in the next one.